Boy meets boy. Boys become friends. Boys fall in love. Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. This is the graphic novel I would love to recommend to you as the teen book recommendation for today on our Kingston Library Services Facebook page and YouTube channel. My name's Lou. I am based in the Hoke and Chessington Library branch, which has reopened, and on my first day back I zoomed across, power walked with such speed to the teen section where we have such a variety of gripping books. However, there was one author I was eagerly looking for on the shelf because we're actually on volume 3 of her book at the moment, but I had to start from the beginning and reread the series, so I chose volume 1 of Heartstopper. This book is very, very quick to read and an absolute joy. It's definitely a book that you do not want it to end, and you're so enthralled in the tale and in the development of these two characters and their relationship that you're just like, I need volume 2 now, I need volume 3, I need to know what happens, gimme. So I have reserved them already. The great thing about these books is if you were to go onto our My Library app today, which you can download from the Play Store or Apple Store onto your smartphone, you can just type in either Alice's full name or the main keyword from the title, and you will be shown where the physical copies of these books are held, and where, if you reserve one, what position you are in the queue to get it. Teen books are free to reserve as well, so that's a great thing to note. So, I'm not sure if many of you have heard of Alice before, but she is a vastly talented and super gifted young lady. Born in 1994 in Kent, Alice actually does introduce you to Charlie and Nick, our two lead characters, in her debut novel, which was called Solitaire. So Solitaire actually focused more on Charlie's big sister Tori, and Nick and Charlie respectively feature as 15 and 17-year-old young men, and they are in a strong, nurturing, loving relationship. And the author Alice was like, I really want to give a voice to everything I've got in my mind about these two characters and their story and how they've got to this point. So during her A-levels, Alice had a sketchbook, and she would just sketch, and just try to form on the page really strong images in black and white, and grasp how beautiful this love story is. Let me give you a bit of an insight into Alice's work. So as you can see, the text is quite minimal. It's a very easy book to become lost in, and the emotional development and the growth between these characters, it touches you with each turning page. I would recommend this book as an essential read as a teenager, because everyone at our teenagers are trying to become more comfortable in our own skin and learn about ourselves. And I think Alice, the author and illustrator, has beautifully captured that struggle where we're maybe coming to terms with just simple things, what subjects we like at school, what would be our next path in terms of where we go after year 10 and year 11. And I think we're also becoming more aware that our gender or sexual identity can't just be fitted into a clear box. And this is a very heartwarming introduction into same-sex relationships, and that is why the sticker on the spine of this book is T+, because everyone's journey and exposure to different topics, themes, characters, it's all unique to your age and your I guess your parents' and your decision about what you would like to learn about. So that is why this sticker is here. It's not because any thing horrendous features. There's no horror. There might be one or two small swear words, but it is definitely a book that I think someone as young as 12 could read, but it's at your discretion and what you would be most comfortable with reading, and that is something we would say to you in the branch as well. Alice has worked really hard to get her artwork really unique and very strong, and I for one am blown away with her skills at drawing rugby tackling and snow and like such rigid images as smartphones. She is so good, and as an Indian ink artist I'm just blown away by her skills. So Alice worked really hard, got these books to be very gripping, and now I am pleased to share with you that she has informed us at the back of the book that the success of Charlie and Nick's love story has now been echoed with love and praise across the globe, with over 70,000 followers on Tumblr and Tapas. Alice writes that people come to the story for all sorts of reasons: for the realistic romance, for the LGBT plus rep, for the art, for the drama. But I think most of all, people have been drawn to Heartstopper because it brings them comfort. It brings me that too. Alice, thank you for bringing these two characters to life, because it's definitely an uplifting book that is needed, and especially as everyone has returned to school, maybe it might be an appropriate book to read, because it begins at the start of the new school year, and how Charlie registration in the morning for him has changed. Charlie now has to go into like a mixed form where there will be 5 to 6 other students who will be from different year groups, but you register together before you move on to your timetabled classes, and he is sat by his teacher next to Nick, and there's an instant attraction there, which for Nick, he can't quite pinpoint. He is aware Charlie is a gay young man who, sadly, he was outed when he was younger, so it wasn't his decision to share this, but it was thrust out into the news, and sadly he did experience bullying, but in a roundabout way people know his name now, and he's become a little bit popular because they're like, hey, he's the gay guy in a boys' school. So I think in honesty that it's it's very true. How do I put this politely? Sometimes people do not get the choice to be in control of their privacy, because someone might discover a secret and be quite eager to voice that. So Nick is amazing. He is such a gentle, caring, compassionate young man, and really balances Charlie. And Nick, you can see throughout the story, is very protective of Charlie, but you are given insight into his emotions and his thought process and his confusion about, my feelings for Charlie are more than a friend, and I'm actually embarrassed by my old friends because they seem very immature, they are quite rude, and with Charlie, as Nick's mum said, he is more himself. I'm not going to give too much away about these young men and what happens, because with each new scene before us, you're just completely blown away and gripped, and I don't want to spoil this magic and the surprise, but this is a must read. Every teenager needs to read this book. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely borrow it or reserve it today, and if you're like me, I think that this story will leave a powerful mark, and you'll be rushing to read volumes 2 and 3 as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!